For this trip, we're heading east again. First stop, Chiba NewTown for a standalone hard-off by the NewTown Mall. There it is next to Shoe Plaza for all your discount shoe needs. It's been a few weeks and I'm excited to see what's inside. As usual, lots of cases right up front, typically mobile phones. And then gaming consoles and handhelds. Here's some audio. Let's see what's in the case. Headphones, earbuds, Bluetooth speakers, DAPs, but no MDs in here. How about this one? Some tablets, CD player, some MiniDisc devices. Right off the bat, there's a Sony MZR3, Sharp MD-DR77, and a Sony remote. It's a pretty complete set that didn't power on, but I want to check it out. I wasn't really interested in that MZR3. It powered on with AC, but the MD wasn't read. As for that remote, it's probably an RMMC33EL, but it might be an ELK, so let's check. But first, junk. Let's see what's in the media bins. VHS, DVDs, CDs, cassettes, but no MDs. How about this one? Colored floppies. Zip disc, remember those? Here we go, sealed 5-pack of Prime Disc MiniDiscs. 5 colors, clear case, and designed in Germany. Great price, so this is definitely a keeper. Nothing else good in here, but that 5-pack was a good find. Gonna put these in a basket while I look around. Not a ton of units here, but let's see what they've got. I like these Panasonic boom boxes, and everything works for just about 24 bucks. No luck with the MD on this nice angular Victor boombox. No luck with MDs on this Victor Compo either. How about this cute blue Iowa? CD works, but not the MD. Too bad. Here's that Yamaha that uses floppy disks again. Not an MD device. As you know, I like these blocky Sharp models, but this MD isn't working. No luck with MD on the Sony NAS model, and they're still asking that much. This nice looking Kenwood can't play MDs, it just ejects them. What else? This Denon looks good, but won't take in MDs. Sony MD-PC1. This wasn't a NetMD deck, but could connect to a PC with a kit. This one can take an MD in, but won't eject it. If I was in the market, I'd test it. I got that Sharp MD-DR7 to test from the case. It's in great shape. It's a complete set with dock, charger, remote, and AA sidecar. I have a few of these, but I love the condition of this silver one. Unfortunately, I can hear the laser and laser sled constantly moving and trying to focus. It never ends up reading the talk and doesn't even error out. Seriously, I sat here for a long time. While I was letting that sit, I tested the Sony remote. It's an RMMC33EL and it works fine on the Sony MZ-N10 I brought, so it's a keeper. So that means I got the 5-pack of new discs and a good Sony remote. Not bad. Enough of that, moving on. For the next stop, I took the train west-northwest to the hard-off in Kashiwa. It was conveniently located next to the station. Right when you exit Takayanagi Station, you're there. There it is. Looks pretty big, but part of that space is off-house and book-off, so I'm not sure what I'll find here. Off-house has appliances, dishes, clothing, and more. There's the hard-off section. Pretty small. Games front and center as usual. What's that? A Sony HB-F900. Apparently one of the best MSX2 PCs. Check out the specs, 256K of RAM, and that price. Complete with keyboard, but that's a crazy price. How about this audio case? There's a Sharp MD-DR77. Those are fun with front lighting. This one works and includes the remote. There's the junk section. More gaming handhelds and consoles. No MDs here. Sometimes these end caps have MD related items. How about this media bin? Cassettes, BD, DV. A different kind of MO disc. Cassette. Here we go, some Sony Neige MiniDiscs. 3 new ones for $3.30 each isn't bad, but I don't need any more of these. Nothing else in the bin. Here's an audio case. Let's see what's inside. Cassettes and cassette Walkmans, and some MDs. That old Pioneer is another Sharp clone that barely powered on. There's a nice Sony MZ-R50 that wasn't even tested. I should have come back to test that. The Sony MZ-E25 looks okay, but doesn't read MDs. There's an old Sharp MD-MS701 back there that can't read discs. Untested Sony MZ-E80 up there. That's pricey for an Iowa AM F70. I was in a bit of a hurry, so didn't check on that other player under there. This nice blue Kenwood has a working CD and MD, but volume doesn't work. Here's another one of those blocky Sharp models. This one has a wonky volume control. Check out this 3MD 3CD changer from Sony. They didn't even test it, just powered it on. This Kenwood has a bad cassette, but might be worth testing for just 15 bucks. Both of these Kenwoods can play MDs for under 20 bucks. I like these units and will get one if I settle down. Everything plays on the Sony, but the MD won't come out after inserting. That should just be a belt replacement. I like the look of this Sony, but nothing plays. The MD works on this Panasonic, but you can't dub since the CD is flaky. No luck with MDs on this Panasonic. This Onkyo is a nice MDLP player, and both the CD and MD work for under 26 bucks. I think these had different lighting modes, but this one has flaky power. This sleeker one has dual decks, but it doesn't read MDs. Check out this Kenwood MDX02. I like the handle and overall design. The MD works on this for just 8 bucks. I had a different model with similar controls. I like this unit and probably should have picked it up. Let's check out the media bins. Oh wait, another one of those Yamaha units that play MIDI from floppy disks. It's in great shape. Okay, back to the media bins. Nothing there. A 60-minute TDK XA on the top. two TDK MDs, a 60 and a 74 minute. I actually don't have a 60-minute disc, but they are fun if you're trying to fit an album of the same length. Pretty sure I have a few of these 74s, and I don't think I'll get these for $500 each. Nothing else in these bins. Moving on. I am not a cassette person, but I love this Sony TC-D5M with the analog level meters. That's a steep price though. It's so big and chunky with side I/O, it reminds me of the HHB Portadisc or a similar Marantz MD unit. Very cool, but not at that price. Okay, this was another day, but since I was near Kashiwa again, I headed to the nearby Toyoshiki location. Kashiwa is a pretty busy area, so I was surprised to be walking through farmable land on the way to Hardoff. After a few minutes, I was able to spot it. And here we are, Hardoff Kashiwa Toyoshiki. Games front and center as usual. Nice audio section here, but I had to cut out the audio. A lot of classic rock from the 70s that might be a copyright issue. Like KC and the Sunshine Bands, That's the Way I Like It from 1975, Led Zeppelin, and more. A lot of MP3 players and IC recorders, but no MDs here. Bluetooth speakers and more MP3 players. Let's head over to the junk section. This was a really small one. There's a Sony MZR too. These chunky units usually have read issues, but they can sometimes be tuned to read again. This one can't read, but it could be possible to tune the laser. Otherwise, it's a physical issue with supporting the laser sled. Let's check out this Onkyo FR V5. No luck with CD nor MD though. This Sony with separate cassette has a working MD and comes with speakers and remote. This Kenwood has a 3 CD changer and MD, but the volume doesn't work. No luck with MDs on this nice looking Panasonic. No working CD nor MD on this Kenwood. This Sony isn't an MD unit, and that was it for the junk section. Let's check out the media bins. Nope, these are all CD and DVD. How about this bin? Nope, no luck here. There was a lot of non-junk audio, but not much in terms of MDs. This nice Denon DMD M50 works and has a 3-month warranty for about $55. That's a good looking MDLP deck at a fair price. Let's see what else is there. That Panasonic almost got me. No MD there. Check out this Pioneer. That's a good looking unit that can play CD, MD, and DVD for about $33. It's in pretty good shape and would make a great pickup. Well, not bad overall. Got some new discs and a nice Sony remote. If there's something you see that you'd like me to pick up, let's talk. As always, thanks for watching.